this is Zombie Lover, and today in this vid I'm going to be talking zombies, or to be exact, my zombie DVD collection. I'm starting off with this here. It's the Trilogy of the Dead box set by no other than George A. Romero, the king of zombie movies. And in this box set it includes Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead, and a bonus disc. I don't know if you can read that there, and it's includes Document of the Dead documentary and Night of the Living Dead documentary. This is a really cool box set. I got this a couple of years back, and I'm basically just going to be showing the covers of these. There you can see kind of clips out of the three movies there. My favourite out of the three now, I have to say, is Dawn of the Dead's a really, you know, good movie, great movie, very gory, and Day of the Dead's very gory. A lot less gore in Night of the Living Dead, but it's just a classic, cracking movie. And that's just the Trilogy of the Dead box set, and we all thought that Romero wouldn't come back with another one, but lo and behold, he brought us Land of the Dead, which I have here, which, you know, I know a lot of people knock this here, but I think that's a cracking movie. I love Land of the Dead, which is kind of part 4, I guess, Romero's franchise. And then he went on to do Diary of the Dead, which he kind of, you know, he kind of went back to the start, you know, kind of like where Night of the Living Dead kind of started, you know. So it's kind of a, you know, going back to the whole beginning, and that's that there. I really like that cover too, because it's kind of like it's a tin cover, like a tin case. Kind of reminds me of those, you know, the old mathematical sets you used to get as a kid, you know, for doing your, you know, mechanical drawing and stuff. But anyway, that's a nice wee box set. So that was part 5, I guess. And then the last one that Romero did, which was Survival of the Dead, which these guys actually appear, have a wee cameo in the Diary of the Dead, and then this movie's based on these mercenaries here who are just surviving on the road, I guess. And yeah, I really thought this was a cool you know, movie too. I like all the Romero zombie movies because you know, zombies are zombies because of him. You know, they walk slow and all this, and you know, they seem easy to get away from, but when there's enough of them, can be quite hard, I guess. Anyway, I'm just going to go through another few of my DVD collection of zombies. This will give you an idea of why I call myself Zombie Lover. But this is an edition I got of Night of the Living Dead, George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, and I got this because there is some new scenes in this. I think it's maybe like 10 minutes extra or something like that there. I don't really remember now, but that's that. And then we're going to go to the remakes, and the first one we're going to look at here is Night of the Living Dead remake, directed by the King of Gore, Tom Savini, who actually stars in Dawn of the Dead, and he has a cameo in Land of the Dead as a zombie, and he done a great job of this. Now it's a really good, you know, his take on Night of the Living Dead is brilliant, and funnily enough, there's no gore, very little gore whatsoever in this, which I think, you know, he just wanted to do something that was, you know, with his name on it, because I think people just expected it to be just blood soaked and, you know, decapitations and, you know, limbs being chopped off and that. So there's very little gore whatsoever in this, but a class version. I really like that version. And now we get into the dreaded remakes that kind of drive me a bit crazy, but anyway, I enjoyed them. This is the Dawn of the Dead remake, and you can see there, when there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth, which is taken from the original Dawn of the Dead movie. And only thing that bugs me about this movie is, since when did zombies become Olympic sprinters? You know, I'm sure when rigor mortis and all that sets in, that your body, when you're dead, just tends to become quite stiff. So the chances of you jumping around and sprinting down the road after somebody is just highly unlikely. But anyway, it's enjoyable. It's, you know, it's a good, you know, good movie. But anyway, that's that one. And then the least favourite, the Day of the Dead remake. I just got this to have the remake collection too, and you know, wasn't really impressed with it. But anywho, that's them. Moving on now, we're going to go to maybe some kind of spoof slash, you know, very good zombie movies. This is a zombie movie directed by the great director Peter Jackson, who you all know from directing Bad Taste and directing Lord of the Rings and The Frighteners. He directed that too, I think. Yeah, I think he wrote The Frighteners too. Yeah. This is one of his zombie movies, and this is just a gore fest, pure gore and slapstick comedy. It's great. Like, you know, there's one scene in it where he kills a bunch of zombies with a lawnmower, and he lifts it up and he just chops them all. But anyway, that's Brain Dead. And now we'll go to these two. We have Return of the Living Dead. It's a very dark cover now, I don't know if you can see that. It's Return of the Living Dead, which is a really good movie, and it's kind of fun. A funny movie, and this is part 2 to Return of the Living Dead, which is just a total spoof piss take. But I like the both of these, you know, there's just for the crack, you know, for the just the good old fun movies. These guys do it. And pretty cool zombies in this. I'm sure you guys know of Tarman that features in this here, and they're, you know, I collect figures, so there's a figure of Tarman coming out. Probably, I think it's NECA, I'm not too sure about that, but that's the Return of the Living Dead. Nothing whatsoever to do with Romero's, just in case people are getting mixed up there with Night of the Living Dead. They're not remakes or different parts to that. They're different movies altogether. Although the first one does give reference to Night of the Living Dead being based on a true story, you know. But anyway, one of my personal favourites of all time has to be Shaun of the Dead. Excellent, you know, just comedy, and the zombies in it are killer. There's Simon Pegg there with the cricket bat, and actually Simon Pegg and his mate, I forget his name now. Yet again, if somebody knows, let me know in a comment. His mate actually have a cameo in Land of the Dead. They're zombies. They're the two zombies that are chained up, and people are, like, you know, taking photographs with them. You know, it's pretty funny. But George Romero really liked what these guys done with Shaun of the Dead, and he invited them along to have a cameo in his movie, which, if I recall, they were over the moon with that, which anybody would be. And we've got Zombieland, which is an excellent zombie movie. It's just your basic thrill ride. Now, I know, you know, the zombies kind of move fast in this too, but sure, just a fun movie. I'm just trying to get through these pretty quick because, you know, I don't want to go over the 10 minutes. So we'll put that there now. Let's just, and we've got the good old Planet Terror. Another great show, a different take on the zombie movie again, and very gory, and really like this movie. It's nice to have in the collection. Now, I've left out a few of my zombie, you know, technically, like, you know, I've got like the Evil Dead trilogy, but, you know, not so much a zombie movie, you know, more of demons, I suppose. And I've got a few other zombie movies, just don't know them. I've got Flight of the Dead and, you know, stuff like that. Another one of my favourites, which is Zombie Flesh Eaters by Lucio Fulci, who directed this. And it's also known as Zombie 2 because Dawn of the Dead, the original Dawn of the Dead, when it was released in Europe or Italy, I think it was known as Zombie. So when this guy brought this out then, he called it like it was like a part 2, you know. But I've always known it as Zombie Flesh Eaters, and it's a cracking movie too. So that's kind of just, I'm over the 10 minutes here now, I guess, and I just want to show you guys some of my zombie DVD collection. I hope you enjoyed having a wee look-see, and if you're into zombies yourself, you know, drop me a line and leave a comment and all that, and you know, please subscribe to the Isle channel, it's much appreciated, and rate me if you like, you know, the videos. You know, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give me the Isle thumbs down. You know, it's all good. And this is just basically a quick look at this here, and hope you enjoyed. And this is Zombie Lover signing out. Bye bye.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.